नमस्कार. हेडोनच्या ह्या खाशेल्या भागात तुमकां सगळ्यांक येवकार. आज भितर तितलेच खास गेस्ट आसात. ते म्हळ्यार काँग्रेसीचे ज्येष्ठ फुडारी, गोंयचे तांचे डेस्क इन्चार्ज आनी जाणी हो संपूर्ण प्रचार गोंयांत रावन केला ते दिग्विजय सिंग. सर, वेलकम टू द शो. So you've been here for the entire campaign. How has been your experience and what are your predictions? We'll start with the predictions.
Well, I don't usually predict elections because, the voter is much smarter than all of us. It's been a new experience to conduct or sort of be associated with assembly elections of Goa, because it is a state, yet if you see the voter size, it's almost like one parliament seat. But smaller this state, more difficult it is, because of the inner and outer contradictions. Goa is one of the states which has one of the highest per capita incomes in the country, one of the highest literacy rates, and people are politically very conscious. Politically very conscious of issues like governance, environment, regional plans, and the ethnic Goan culture. Also, the political instability this state has seen is something which is inherent in a small state. If you see Arunachal Pradesh also, similar things have happened. But yet there are other states also where some political stability has been there, like Manipur and Mizoram, even Nagaland, Meghalaya also now. But I can say one thing. There's a huge anti-incumbency against the incumbent BJP government. And people are quite fed up. They have not been able to fulfill their election promises. There's been rampant corruption. The regional plan has been violated. They have given a go-by to the issue of conservation of green forestry, and also to help a distiller or a beer factory, they changed the definition of a tree also, where they said coconut tree is not a tree but a grass. Now this by itself shows that to get something done or to have their way, they can call a coconut tree a grass also. The other thing which is there is the issue of casino. I agree that the first license for casino was given by the Congress government. But there is a huge reaction amongst the Goan population, or Goan citizens, Goan people, that the Mandovi river has to be cleaned up, and these casinos have to move out. Then there's the issue of meaning of instruction. English has become almost a global language. The regional languages of Konkani and Marathi are important. But the Congress feels that it should be given, the option should be given to the child and the parents to decide to choose the medium of instruction. Let us not bring politics into this. So these are the few issues which we are looking at. Of course, mining. For example, Mr. Parikar had categorically said that the 36,000 crores of illegal mining has been done, and I will recover every penny from the people who have done illegal mining. He was in power for the last 5 years. But has he taken any action for recovery of those 36,000 crores? It was like another jumla in the whole thing. At the same time, he has practically done a U-turn on every critical issue which concerns Goan people. Therefore, there is a strong, I would say, anti-incumbency.
So the allegation was Congress is not tapping into this anti-incumbency. As the principal opposition party, Congress is not doing enough. Your top leadership is not doing enough. There is no fire in the belly to take on the BJP government. And there are so many factions within the Congress and infightings that all, in spite of the anti-incumbency, the principal opposition is unable to capitalize on it.
Consistently, Congress party has been hammering the issues consistently, and to the extent of filing FIRs against them. But of course, a state government being ruled by the BJP, why would they take cognizance of our complaints? Why Mr. Parikar did not appoint a Lokayukt where we could have gone for complaints? We go for complaints to the police does not register complaints. So, but we have gone to the people, we have done the Padyatra, we have...
So are you happy with the kind of performance the party has shown in last 5 years as the opposition party? Or you sincerely believe that your people here could have done more?
You see, one should never be satisfied with what has happened. There is always room for improvement. You see, Mr. Pratap Singh Rane, our leader of opposition in the assembly, is a thorough gentleman. So probably he is not as aggressive as probably Mr. Parikar as a leader of opposition has been. But Mr. Pratap Singh Rane has proved to be a much better chief minister than Mr. Manohar Parikar. Mr. Manohar Parikar is a highly vindictive person. And vindictiveness goes even to the extent of harming his own party people also. So you can't have a similar kind of sort of a comparison between Pratap Singh Rane and Manohar Parikar.
So the issue was about alliances. From last 6 months, there were contradictory statements coming from the Congress party. And at the last minute, there were talks that there will be seat adjustment, there will be some formula worked out. And what happened on the last day of filing nominations in Saligaon and Fatorda shocked everybody. How did you take it as the desk in charge? What happened?
You know, I had made it very clear that we are preparing to fight every seat, that is 40 seats. Yet at the same time, without an alliance, but we'll have some seat adjustment. We have completed the seat adjustment with the party which is being led by Mr. Babush Mansarati. We had discussion with Mr. Vijay Sardesai also. Now, Vijay Sardesai, I have been telling him personally, you come to the Congress party, you are a bright young man, you can sort of be in the second ranking leadership of the Congress party. But he wanted to plow a lonely furrow. We had discussions with him, but then within the leadership of the Congress party, there was some difference of opinion on this. And therefore, at the last moment, they filed, they put up a candidate against Mr. Vijay Sardesai. We wanted to have a seat adjustment with them. And one seat, Siolim, we have left. But Saligaon and Fatorda, we are fighting.
So Vijay feels betrayed. He feels that he has been consistently in opposition, being consistent against anti-BJP. Even in the assembly, when you guys were doing the floor management, he was consistently there with the party. And at the last moment, Congress betrayed him. And his bitterness comes from his experience in the last election also, when the ticket was denied to him at the last moment. Here the alliance was denied to him at the last moment. He feels betrayed.
Well, maybe last election 2012, I may agree to his charge. But this time, I don't agree to his charge. First of all, the 4 seats, the people who are sort of discussing these issues with him, the issue was of 4 seats, which Saligaon, Siolim, Parvorim, Velim was never discussed. This was my grouse against Vijay. Velim was never discussed. Purvorim, Fatoda, Salegaon, Sivolim. Now he put up a candidate in Velim. That started the chain. And again, we could have sorted it out. But then, once the B form was issued against Vijay Sardesai, it became very difficult.
Sir, do you mean to say that the central leadership of the party was not aware about the issuing of the B form?
Well, let's not get into it. The fact is that it was issued.
So the second important aspect is regarding Babush Monserrat and Vijay Sardesai. Many people have been asking this question to us on the Facebook also. The question is, how can Babush Monserrat be a better ally than Vijay Sardesai? Because Vijay's stand against the BJP has been consistent. His performance in the assembly has been consistent. On the contrary, if you look at Babush Monserrat, he has been live-in, live-out relationship with the BJP. He's been live-in, live-out relationship with the Congress. But Congress preferred to ally with Babush, but did not ally with Vijay. So many people who wanted these forces to come together are asking this question. How would you reply to them?
First of all, comparisons are always bad. No human beings are same. And there is a difference between the identity of Pramod Acharya and different identity of Mr. Digvijay Singh also. So it is wrong to, it is very unfair to compare the two individuals. We had a seat adjustment on 4 seats with Babush. And one, he has put up a candidate against us. So, we are fighting there. Similar thing could have been done with Vijay also. But probably the state leadership was a little divided on the issue. And I again would say that, you see, Vijay has a potential. But leading a regional party with 2, 3 seats, 4 seats is not politically, I would say, the correct thing to do. He has to make up his mind. There are 2 principal parties in the state, the BJP and the Congress party. I too agree. He's been consistent in his opposing the issues in the assembly and outside in the last 5 years. But now he has to take a call on that.
You are advising Vijay Sardesai to do away with Goa Forward and come and join Congress.
Post-election.
If not today, after the election.
This has been my consistent stand with Vijay Sardesai.
So there is an open offer to Vijay Sardesai to come and join Congress after the election.
It has been my consistent, I would say, advice to Vijay Sardesai.
So the next question is regarding the chief ministerial candidates. We have seen GSM, MGP declaring their chief ministerial candidates. We have seen Aam Aadmi Party declaring their chief ministerial candidates. The situation is such that the principal 2 players...
What about BJP?
No, the principal 2 players have not declared their chief ministerial candidates. The Congress has not declared, the BJP has not declared. Why so?
Well, the other 2 is very easy to declare because they hardly have a sort of a chance of forming the government. But principally, I would say that I have held it consistently that the chief minister is the leader of the legislature party, and he is chosen by the elected MLAs. Okay. Now, if the chief minister candidate is declared in advance, are we not taking away the right of the elected MLAs to choose their own leader? We are imposing a leader on them. So therefore, the leader has to be chosen from the legislature party, which means after the elections, not before the elections.
So you are saying BJP is also doing the right thing by not declaring the
Their
candidate?
choice.
What about the Aam Aadmi Party? The general perception is that either Aam Aadmi Party is taking away the Congress vote share or it is dividing the non-BJP vote share. You are smiling.
See, from day one I've been saying that Mr. Arvind Kejriwal is a B team of BJP. His whole movement was planned, conceived, executed under the advice and guidance of the RSS leadership. I had exposed the internal meetings held in Vivekananda International Foundation in 2011-2012, where the whole campaign of Lokpal was conceived at Vivekananda International Foundation, of which the chairman was Mr. Ajit Doval, who is the NSA of the present government. Mr. Guru Murthy, Mr. Govindacharya, Ajit Doval, Baba Ramdev, Arvind Kejriwal, they were all a part of this. And the whole campaign of Anna Hazare at Ramlila ground in Delhi, the whole planning, the whole arrangements was done by the RSS. He is a part of the RSS plan for a Congress Mukta Bharat. He divides only the Congress votes. He doesn't divide.
So how much it will impact you in Goa?
I'm coming to that. Even in Delhi, he only concentrated on the Congress votes, and people were taken in by the false sincerity projected by Mr. Arvind Kejriwal himself. He is sincere to none. Please ask Anna Hazare, who was his guru, the icon of Lokpal. He has ditched, starting from Aruna Roy, who sort of mentored him for the Right to Information Act. He's ditched his colleagues like Prashant Bhushan and Yogendra Yadav. He has ditched Kiran Bedi. He has ditched Anna Hazare. And now, did you see the statement of Mr. KPS Gill? That Mr. Arvind Kejriwal is giving a platform to the radical Sikhs demanding Khalistan. I have charged that he has got funds from Canada from these elements.
It's a very serious.
Yes, I have made this charge.
You're practically saying that the Aam Aadmi Party is run from an extremist terrorist fund.
You please let them deny. Let them deny that these funds have not come from Canada. Let him deny that the Canadian NRIs are not campaigning for him. Let him deny that he has not stayed.
Does that mean the funding is terror funding?
It's not terror. It's funding. Funding by people from Canada, who have been leading the Khalistan movement. So it's blood money. I'm not saying anything. I'm saying the money has come in from Canada. He has collected money from Canada. This is my charge from those who have been leading the Khalistani movement outside. This is my charge, and it has been substantiated by Mr. KPS Gill in today's results. He is playing a dangerous game. There are also issues where he is talked of transparency, that all our funding will be on our website. Please go to his website. There is the list of donors has been removed. So he is a man, I have called him unscrupulous, and I stand by it.
So what about MGP? Is Congress looking at MGP as a post-poll ally? Because suppose Congress falls short of 2-3...
It's a very interesting thing. MGP, which started with this total support of the Bahujan against the upper caste in Goa, is being led by the two upper caste leaders in Goa. And this has happened in Tamil Nadu also. So interesting thing that how things change.
Can Maharashtrawadi Gomantak Party be a prospective ally?
I'm coming to that. So now the Bahujan Samaj is being led by the people whom the Bahujan Samaj leadership of Bandodkar opposed. Okay, it's a very interesting political phenomena. Now as far as MGP is concerned, there is not going to be any compromise on the issue of medium of instruction. There is going to be no compromise on our election manifesto. If any other political party, we are fighting to win this election, get a full majority. And I hope we get a full majority so that this horse trading, which is inherent in the Goa politics, is done away with. This is what Mr. Narendra Modi also said. I don't agree on every point except on this point. Like with
any party that comes to power should have full majority. Full majority.
Absolutely. And even Nitin Gadkari made a very pertinent point. I have got difference of opinion with both of them, Mr. Modi and Mr. Gadkari. But I agree on these 2 points, that Goa electorate must give a clear mandate either to the BJP or to the Congress party. And Mr. Nitin Gadkari, when he said every vote to AAP is a vote to BJP.
So you are completely agreeing with these 2 things with whom we have been had a constant conflict of opinions.
Yes, yes.
Can MGP be a prospective ally in a post-poll scenario?
Answer this question.
No, okay. If the situation arises, if there should be a government formation, yeah.
No question of any compromise on basic issues mentioned in the election manifesto.
So a common minimum program.
No compromise on any issue which we have raised in our election manifesto.
Correct. So a common minimum program can be what?
No issues.
You're not saying anything more than that.
No, nothing more than that.
You're just keeping it open.
I'm saying no compromise on every issue mentioned in our election manifesto.
But you're keeping it open. You're not closing the subject.
I have told you. What do you want? Do you want to put some words in my
No,
mouth?
not at all. I'm just asking the question.
Then record what I've said.
In this scenario, this is one of the most fragmented elections we have seen. If you look at
Why do you say that? All Goa elections have been fragmented except for 3 elections.
So not to an extent where a senior RSS leader is fighting against the BJP. There is a party like Goa Forward which is fighting against the Congress. There is Aam Aadmi Party which is fighting against the Congress.
Did you see the statement of Mr. Velangikar against BJP?
It is the most fragmented election where again these smaller parties will eat into the vote share of the 2 major parties.
The candidates and the small political parties of Goa and independents may lead a fractured campaign. But I appeal to the people of Goa to give a decisive mandate.
But how will this fragmentation work? In Goa, where the constituencies are very small, the number of voters is very, very limited. How can this work? This kind of fragmentation on both the sides, the liberal secular space and the right-wing space. Exactly. What can happen if this continues?
There's a clear ideological stand of the BJP and the Congress party. BJP uses religion in politics. Every stand of I would say, action of the BJP is to polarize the politics in India and also in Goa. Congress believes in bringing all sections of society, all religious groups, ethnic groups into one fold. And that's the basic difference. BJP is a right-wing religious fanatic party. Congress is a liberal, modern, moderate party. You have to choose between the 2.
So you are telling that let there be no fragmentation when it comes to the vote.
We want a clear mandate from the people of Goa. Choose between a right-wing fanatic party and a liberal, modern, moderate party.
BJP is also basing this entire campaign on Manohar Parrikar might come back to Goa. He might lead things from Delhi also. How are you looking at it?
Very interesting. Manohar Parrikar doesn't want to leave Goa. And if he's so fond of Goa, he should not be, I would say, an absent defense minister in Delhi. He should come back to, first of all, they're not going to get a mandate. But if he's so interested in Goa politics, he should become the leader of opposition here rather than a defense minister there.
That's the open message you are giving. So last question, you said you don't want to predict, but after seriously going on the field, addressing so many campaigns and public meetings, what is your ballpark figure for the Congress?
we are fighting to get a full majority, but then the Goan voter by and large in a democracy is much wiser than us.
So you still don't want to predict?
But I don't predict. I never predict. And I don't go with, I don't sort of believe in these surveys. They are all false paid surveys.
So you just want to say, let the voter decide.
Let democracy may, it is the voters' right to choose their government, and it is the government that they vote that they deserve.
Pleasure talking to you.
My pleasure.